Melanie and welcome to my channel, guys. Before we start cooking, I want to show you these drinks. Okay, basil seed drinks are like so tasty. They come in an array of flavors. They are kind of weird because they look like they've got little tadpoles in them, but those are the basil seeds and they taste so phenomenal. It's not sponsored. I just want to let you know that this is something to try. Okay, basil seed drinks. Anyways, let's start cooking. I was making an amazing rice and pulled pork. Now this is super simple because the pulled pork was basically store-bought in a box, ready to go. So it is so easy to make. If you want to make your own pulled pork, one day I'll do that, but it's not this day. So I started off by washing my beans and getting them prepped because I wanted something like fried beans. So this is why I started prepping the beans, and it's so easy. You just wash and then throw them in the pot and then you're done. After that, you get started on washing your rice. Now this is so important if you do not want super sticky, like super soft-ish rice, because you're gonna wash off that starch. Your water is gonna be very murky and very unclear in the beginning, and you have to get to a point where you could basically see the rice grains through the water. That's how clear the water has to be before you start cooking. Otherwise, you're just gonna be having a goopy mess of rice for your meal, and I don't think you'd like that. The next part is your veg prep. As you can see, I'm done with my basil seed drink, so I decided to then I think it's called dicing diced up my carrots into little cubes, and off camera, because it's an option for your taste preference, I also did the same with some carrots, roughly chop them up, and those I will add right at the end of the cooking process because I like the taste of tomatoes, kind of pre-cooked tomatoes, so that's why I added them at the end of the dish. Then I add my olive oil to my pot, or whatever cooking oil you prefer to use, you could add that. Then a generous amount of butter. Why do I add butter? It's something that my mom taught me. She said that when you're cooking carrots, it's always best to have that little piece of butter to quickly soften them. I don't know if it is actually something that works, but it's just something that my mom taught me. And I add my tomato paste and a tomato and onion tinned relish. You can use whatever brand you want, but I don't know, I found what was in the fridge. Now for this meal, I was literally rushing against the clock, to tell the truth. I wanted something super quick, something super easy, and not too complicated. That is why I just went for this simple thing. You can prepare and make everything within an hour to 30 minutes, depending on what you add. If you're gonna make it with the beans, yeah, you have to add a little more time, but I think you could be done within 30 minutes, because I wanted something quick on this particular day. Now, as you had seen, I had added a couple of spices and of course my chili sauce, but this is something that boils down to your preference. My mom does not have in fact, she has no spice tolerance. She cannot handle spice, but somehow I always managed to sneak a little in just so that I could also cater for me and the rest of my family's taste, because we like spicy. Well, some of us, 50% of us like spicy. Then after that, you're gonna add your cooked beans to the carrots and spice mix, and you're just gonna stir that up and make sure that the beans are properly coated and have all the flavors tying in together, and just cook them all together. There's those tomatoes I was telling you about earlier. As you can see, they're roughly chopped. And of course, now checking on the rice to see how well it's cooking. I don't usually check rice. I just, for some reason, just wanted to show y'all that I was cooking rice too. Now, after a couple of minutes, I decided to fluff up the rice. As you can see, the water has greatly reduced. So I just want to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom or the sides, and just fluff it up a bit and then cover it again to cook some more. And like I said, I wanted something super easy. So my pulled pork is coming straight out of a box. It's coming straight from the box, and it is done within 10 minutes from putting it on the stove and cooking it through. And that's me basically cooking it through, melting it down because it was frozen, and getting ready to finish up. Once that was done, I added back the carrots, beans, and tomato mix. Then one last time, I fluff up the rice because everything is ready to go and ready to be served. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and let me know how you fared. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.